the definition of lenses first. A transparent medium bounded with two surfaces from which at least one is spherical is known as a lens.
So, if in first we see that a ray of light when going from an optically rarer medium like air to an optically denser medium like water, it slows down and bends towards the normal, like this, the distance. And when the ray of light goes from an optically denser medium to an optically rarer medium, it speeds up and bends away from the normal. So you can see that the distance is more here, but the distance is less here.
Yes.
Understood?
Yes, understood.
Properties of image formed by a plane mirror. The image formed is laterally inverted, means that the right side of the image becomes left and vice versa. The image formed is virtual. The image is of the same size as the object, and if the distance between the object and the mirror is 10 cm, then the distance between the object and the mirror in the mirror is also 10 cm. Fourth, it is also erect.
The retina, whose purpose is to receive light that the lens has focused and form the image. It also converts the light into signals and sends them to the brain for visual recognition.
Then what are the characteristics of the image formed by retina?
The image formed by retina is inverted and damaged in size. It is carried to the brain through the optic nerve, and the brain receives it in the correct size.
Oh, but how does the eye detect the colors of the object?
Good doubt. There is a need to detect the colors in the eye. Here comes the cells, rods and cones. Rods are sensitive to dim light, and the cones are sensitive to bright light. Then we have blind spot. In simple words, it is known as the area of no vision, which lies in between the retina and the optic nerve. There are no sensory cells at this spot, so images formed here can't be seen.
Isn't there any fixed distance for the eye to view the object?
Yes, there is a fixed distance so that we can see the objects clearly. This is known as accommodation of the eye and is 25 cm.
We will consider a point at the bottom of swimming pool, which is D point here.
Okay.
And the real depth of the swimming pool is OD, this one.
Yes.
The ray of light DO along the normal does not bend as it emerges from the water. It therefore goes along the path OC. It goes along the straight line OC. Okay?
Yes.
The ray of light DA bends away from the normal and takes the path AB. The two emergent rays appear to come from D apostrophe. Therefore, we can say that D apostrophe is the apparent or virtual image of D.
Okay. Understood.
Yes. To a person looking into the swimming pool, the bottom of the pool would therefore appear to be the depth at OD apostrophe. This is the apparent or virtual depth of the swimming pool.
Okay.
A convex lens is also known as a converging lens. Why? That we will see in the coming slides. A convex lens is made by two spherical surfaces bulging outwards. Now let's take a look at different parts of this type of lens. The very first part of the lens is the principal axis, which is made by joining the points of the two spheres by which a convex lens is made, in this case C1 and C2.
First law. To understand first law more better, you first have to understand what is angle of incidence and what is angle of reflection. The angle formed between the incident ray and normal is the angle of incidence, and the angle formed between the reflected ray and the normal is the angle of reflection. So the first law is The angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. For example, if angle of incidence is 45 degree, then the angle of reflection is also 45 degree. Second law, the normal, incident ray and the reflected ray lies in the same plane.